Back in the room, hey! Okay, we can't hear you if you're only nodding. I am going to give the microphone to Lorraine, the state committee woman, and my wonderful co-hostess for this event. Is that the right word? Okay. I just want to acknowledge the presence of several Democratic elected officials. Rick Singh. This is elected for 4 more years. Thank you. Eric Rawlings, Saltwater. Okay. And Commissioner Hill came. I've been waiting. Come here. Commissioner Hill wanted to say a few words to welcome you to District 5 of the City Commission.
Good evening, Democrats. Good evening, Democrats. Well, I would like to welcome you to our downtown District 5. Thank you to the elected, actually those that are running for chair. Thank you for coming to our fair city, for lending you your voice, and for all the work that you've yet have done, and to lead this party forward. So let's go, Democrats.
Okay, Lorraine and I did a little confab. We decided to take the candidates in the order they arrived. But Lorraine is going to introduce them one by one. We thank you all for coming. Wes Hodge asked me to remind everybody, Wes Hodge, the Orange County Democratic Party chairman. I think to remind everybody that the DNC meeting is the 23rd. The 23rd at the IBEW Hall, where it always is. We need to move upscale soon.
More members, more members.
More members.
Good evening, Democrats. Hey. Welcome to First Friday at the Leaky Broken Cauldron. There's a lot of cauldrons around, so I need the right one. We appreciate being able to come here tonight and having a First Friday. For those of you who've never been to a First Friday before, we don't get quite this many people, so we appreciate that you showed up. Let me ask, by county, how many Osceola County Democrats are in the House? All right. Okay. How many Seminole Democrats are in the House? Okay, all right. Brevard County's here. How many Orange Democrats? Well, I would expect an overwhelming response there. Are there any other counties here besides Volusia County? Okay, Volusia County. We got Duval County. We got Miami-Dade County, Gadsden County. We've got Bradford County. Okay, and is that it? Duval. That's right. I thought I said Duval. I appreciate it. Yes. You need to look at that. Oh, it's Duval. Everybody together. Hillsborough County. Okay, great. Thank you. My goodness, we got almost all of Florida here. Okay, now let me just ask real quick: are there any elected officials here that Doug did not recognize? Okay, I just want to make sure that we recognize everyone. Okay. Oh, yes! Come on here. Our best county commissioner, Emily Bonilla. Okay, I just a couple other people I want to thank too before we get going. One of them is Ricky Lee. He's our communications. Flyer for us. He's really talented and we're happy we have him. The other person I want to thank tonight is Gina. I think I got that right, Gina. She is the proprietor of this establishment. We talk about this is a local business. So we're hoping that you all will come back and visit her often.
It's economic development in Paramore.
Yeah. I want to thank is Michael Agate, who's doing our videos tonight. So we can always count on him when we need help. Okay, I don't know about the rest of you, but 4 years ago, I was not paying attention to the Florida Democratic Party elections. How many of you in here, besides the candidates, were actually paying attention? Oh, a couple of you. Okay, well, good for you. Good for you. I didn't give it a listen, and I appreciate it. I apologize for that. But I'm really amazed and delighted and encouraged by the fact that you all showed up tonight. I mean, it's really amazing that you're paying attention this year. I don't know what that's about. You're either out of your loving minds, or you're true political hacks. Which is it? You out of your ever-loving minds to show up here on a Friday night? To listen to some candidates who's running for office? Well, we appreciate it. And for that, Doug and I, my co-host here, Doug Head, want to thank each and every one of you for showing up and showing an interest and being interested in your Democratic Party. We love you. We want you to give yourselves a round of applause, please. And even some of the workers that just kind of dropped by tonight. We didn't expect this big party. We appreciate you as well. Okay, tonight is not a night for long-winded dissertations. Me accepted. Okay. If you want that, if you want long-winded dissertations, please review the 1-hour-long interviews that the Orange Democratic leadership had with all the candidates, okay? They're online. You can look at those. Tonight is a night to relax and to have fun and to meet and greet the candidates and talk to them personally, and that's what we want you to do. So I hope you all can hang around for a little while afterwards so you can talk to everybody. Tonight's a night for fun, so I hope you're all having fun. Yes? Yeah! Okay. Quick announcement. It's the only one I'm going to do. Next Saturday, along with the election for the FDP chair, we have the Martin Luther King Jr. Parade. The Orange Dems are going to be in that parade, so any Orange Dems tonight who would like to participate with us, please see Dawn Curtis. Where is she? Okay. Or Wes, our county chair. Where's Wes? Is he in here? He's outside too. Any Orange Dems that want to participate, anybody else who wants to participate, please, we're going to be in the parade. We're going to throw candy at the kids. Okay, see how well your aim is? Okay, yeah, it's lots of fun. I did it last year. Exactly. Okay. I want to thank Doug, not only for co-hosting tonight, Doug Head, State Committee Man for Orange Democrats. Co-hosting tonight, for hosting a first Friday every month for Orange Democrats and any other Democrat that wants to show up. It's really fun. Okay, ballots. I'm going to go over the process. Anybody who didn't get a blue ballot for a straw poll tonight, see me after when we start talking about the candidates start talking, okay? I've got just a few left. We're going to need you to sign your name and indicate your county. And that's for two reasons. One is we need to check who our Orange Democrats are because Doug and I are taking their recommendations into consideration for who we vote for chair on Saturday. Okay? But we also want to know the overall feeling in the room for who it is, so we'll get all the ballots as well. We're going to give each candidate 2 minutes to speak. They're supposed to give you their election pitch, okay, their elevator speech, if you're in the business world. 2 minutes, it's not too long. And then you'll have an opportunity to talk to them afterwards. There will be no open questions tonight, okay? Again, you can ask them individually, okay? We don't want to prolong this for anybody. We don't want to put anybody on the spot. We want it to be a nice fight. Well, there's plenty of time for that. They can ask as many pointed questions as they want. They can share it on Facebook if they want to. That's okay. Now, what we had decided to do is do a random order for speakers tonight. But what Doug decided, and I agree with him, is that we'll do it in order of the candidates showing up. That's pretty random too. Okay? And then after they've all had a chance to speak and you all want to, I've got some pins here, we'll pass them around and you all can vote and I will collect the ballots later. Okay? Everybody clear? All right. So the order, we will be doing this. I'll give you the quick order first and then I'll announce the first person. Alan Clendenin from Bradford County, EEC, State Committee Man. Right. Stephen Gattel, hope that's it there right, Miami-Dade, EEC, State Committee Man. 3, Leah Carias, Osceola County, EEC, Chair. 4, Lisa King, Duval, State Committee Woman. Okay. And then if Dwight Bullitt shows up, I don't think he's here yet.
I am not.
Yes, I know, I didn't say that. State Committee Man. Okay, so we'll get started. Number 1, Alan Clendenin, Bradford County.
Good evening, Democrats. I'm proud to say this is not my first Doug Head First Friday. It's not my second, and it's not my third. I'm also proud to say that I'm home. I was born in Central Florida. I was born in Sanford, Seminole County, Sanford Grammar, Sanford Middle School. I actually spent most of my later life in Orange County. I graduated from Oak Ridge High School as a pioneer. I went to Valencia Community College. And I can actually claim Brevard as well because I went to elementary school at Indian Harbor Beach. I was a Dolphin, I think we were back then. So yeah, it's it is good to be home. I'm also in a place that's near and dear to my heart because I grew up as a gay man in Central Florida at a time that it wasn't as open as it is today, and it wasn't as accepting as this community has become. It's amazing to see what has happened in the growth in Orlando and the outreach and what a difference a world makes for the teenagers that are growing up in this community today as opposed to the experience that I had when I was a child in the 1970s. The bar down the street, the Parliament House, was there. I used to sneak into it when I was at an age probably not appropriate because it was really the only safe type of place to go. And there wasn't any place else, when I was in school, there wasn't anybody else that I could associate with or feel comfortable around. I couldn't talk to my family about it. So I'll tell you that when we had the tragedy in Orlando, it struck close to home. Because there, by the grace of God, go me or so many other people that live in my community and that live in this country, and God help the people that live in other parts of this world and what they have to deal with. And what I want to say to you, the Orange County Democrats and the other counties that came together after this incident, I'm so proud of you all for what you did, and you stood up for the members of your community and accepted them and stood by their side and helped them through that difficult time. I'm proud of the place that I came from. I'm proud of the party that I belong to and the folks within this party that helped those victims and helped their families. And I'm looking forward to lead the Democratic Party to be an inclusive party that stands up for everybody in our state, everybody in our communities, and makes us a strong, winning organization that can win elections and make a difference for our state and our communities. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Before I hand the mic over, and that is, please, and I was just guilty of that, and I apologize, was please try not to talk while they're giving their speeches. This is hard enough as it is to hear in here, but we do want to give them respect, okay? They came all the way over here from lots of different places in the state, and we want to respect their time as well as your time and everybody else's. Okay, Steve Patel.
Hi, thank you so much. In Orange County, it's like home to me. The walls in my company are orange, my glasses are orange, the back of my card is orange. I am one of you. I'm running for this because it's time for a change. I was born in the public hospital in downtown Miami, went to public school my whole life, stuffed envelopes in the McGovern campaign, was paid staff in the Carter campaign. At the age of 18, I registered to vote in Miami-Dade County. I've never voted anywhere else. I voted in the same precinct for 31 years. I hope to keep doing that as long as I can. I am the youngest 60 you will ever meet. People helping me do this say they can't believe my energy continues, but it is time for a change. I'm a different kind of candidate coming from the outside. I'm not part of this insider structure for long, and I'm the only candidate in this race that has enormous executive leadership experience. I started my business out of my house while I was in law school. I've been so incredibly successful beyond my dreams and have been giving back to our community ever since. I've served as the DNC's National Finance Co-Chair, traveling to 27 states raising money. I want to build a different kind of party. I want to build a party bigger, stronger than we've ever had before, with field organizers and regional offices all over the state. It's time for a dramatic change. Listen, it's great fun to get together with Democrats in Orange County. It'll be a lot more fun to celebrate wins on Election Day.
Okay, Leah Carius from Osceola County.
Thank you very much. And putting down the roots of how I'm here. I am your neighbor. I am from Central Florida. I live Osceola County, which is just a few miles as the crow flies, or a few hours on I-4. So we all know that. And so I got into this race because we heard quickly and early how some of the names that came forward, and we need to make a change. And many of you don't know me because I'm one of you. I'm a DEC chair. I'm on the ground. I'm in the field. I am the canvasser, the phone banker, the anonymous person that's knocking at your door and asking you to vote for Dems. And when I reached up to our party officials and asked for help, asked for resources, asked for anything, I was pushed away. And we've been lucky enough in Osceola County that the Democratic numbers are in our favor. We've had a big influx of Hispanics that have brought our numbers up to outrageous proportions. And so we've been successful, and our party is a bright blue shining star in Central Florida. But yet we've been ignored by our state party, and we're kind of that flyover or flyby, or the big resources don't make it down to us because we just do the job, quite frankly. And I think that's what we need to bring, is the focus back to those who do the job. The money needs to go back to the counties to do the job. No county should be omitted just because it's a big county or a small county. No county should be omitted because it's a red county or a blue county. We have 67 counties in the state. We need to be the player in every one of them. That's how we win the elections. That's how we take nothing for granted. This party needs to start back to its root, back to blue, back to basics from the ground up. And that's what I want to bring to the state floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, our next candidate, Lisa King from Duval County.
Hi, everybody. All right, first of all, I want to make my first campaign promise that more Florida Democratic Party meetings will have beer, all right? So, this is an awesome event. You guys look awesome. And I love that I see my Hillary people and my Bernie people, and we're all here together. We're all having a good time. But the fact is that a lot of us are not together, right? We're all here, we're all having fun, but lots of Democrats are feeling disconnected and disrespected. And we can't win one election until we solve that problem. And I am passionate about solving that problem. And not just with my words, but with my actions. Okay, I chaired Hillary's campaign in North Florida, and the very first thing I did was reach out to the local people who were working on behalf of Senator Sanders, many of whom were my friends. And because we wanted to come out the other side united. We worked hard together. After the primary election, we did service projects, we had meetings where we coalesced as a delegation, and then we went to Philadelphia. And that's where I saw, at that first delegation meeting, how many people were still feeling disrespected and angry. And you know what? I couldn't blame them. And if we don't solve that problem, we're not going to get one Democrat elected. So I come to you with somebody with a track record of believing and acting towards inclusion, who feels that we are stronger when we as a Democratic Party, in terms of our officers and our committees, look like our voters. That we do what we have to do to make sure that our state committee looks like our voters with an affirmative action plan. We do that with our delegation to the DNC. We should do that with our voters. So today, I ask for you to vote for me on a straw ballot so we can have more parties with beer.
Thank you, all the candidates. I just want to go over the ballot real quick here to make sure everybody understands. You need to fill in your county. You need to indicate whether or not you're a DEC precinct leader or not, no matter what county you're in. If you're a registered Democrat or not, no matter what county you're in. We want your choice for FDP chair written in the blank line, and then we want your name written in. Okay, we need your name and your signature. And for the Orange Democrats, that's not going to count as a recommendation if we don't get your name and your signature. Okay, we all clear?
Yes.
All right, I've got a few left. Ballots for people who didn't get any.
That's very good. There's actually a few over here.
Okay, so if you didn't get a ballot, put it in the box. We're not going to count them tonight, but we're going to look at them and make sure we can sort them all out. So thanks very much. Thank you all for coming. Candidates, don't leave early if you came early.
Don't leave yet. Let's all talk.
Thank you.